Hey friends, I'm back with another video. This one I want to show you how to access the test server. Just in case you're feeling weird and want to try something different, the test server is where you have access to some Everquest features that might not be available on the regular live server. And it's a bit weird how you access it because it's not on the usual list. So, a lot of people know how to access it, but in case you don't, here's a video showing you how. So you type in your username and password as usual, and then you hit login. Now here's where you stop. Don't go any further, don't hit play. You go up to the left hand corner of your Everquest window where it says live and you click on it. Now you go here in the middle where it says live and you click that, and then you click on test and then click apply, and you're going to wait for it to install the different files for the test server. Okay, once that happens you can hit play and it loads up like a normal game. Now you're going to see the server select with only one server available, and that is the test server. And don't worry, this is easy to reverse when you're done playing on the test server. Reversing it is the same way. You just click on the little corner on the left, upper left, where it might say test, and switch that back to live, and then update the files, and it works like normal. So here we go, we click test and we hit play Everquest. And then it will load as usual. If you don't have a character already, you can create a character. You might have a maxed out character at level 115 or just some other character that you really enjoy playing. You can have a copy of them made and put on test server that you can play. And by doing that, all you do is you get on your regular server that you play where that character is, and I believe you type in /test copy, and a copy of that character with all their gear, I believe all their gear is included, goes to the test server. And then you access the test server like I showed you, and you can log in and you can play your characters. So yeah, that's about it. Then we get our character, we log in, and it's going to look exactly the same. There just might be a few things that are different, like some different features. There might be some spells that work a little differently, or stuff like that. I personally not really noticed a whole lot different. The one difference that I notice is that, for example, there's only 20 players in POK right now. But all the zones are here and everything works the same. Now, one thing that is kind of neat is because there are so few players on test server, you might be able to access dungeons that are usually overloaded or full. So you're going to have less competition for some dungeons and content. Now on the downside, with having a much lower population, is the bazaar. Like, you're going to be hard pressed to find gear that you can buy in the bazaar. Like, let's open a bazaar window right now, for example, and I'll just type in Defiant because that's the most common armor dropping, and there's plenty of low-end stuff, but just not nearly as much with not nearly as many players. And I just typed in just Defiant. So let's say Flawed. Let's go to Flawed Defiant. There is one piece of Flawed Defiant on sale. Just one. Let's go a little lower for Ornate. There are only 4 pieces of Ornate on there. Let's go even lower to Rough. Yeah, there's not much Rough either. On the good side is there are some merchants that sell things super cheap. So, you know, if you want this like Rough Defiant Helm, only 1 platinum, and there's a bunch of them. There's only one person selling them for like a lot. So a lot of players feel like everything on Test should be free. Which how do you make money then if you don't like already have a ton of plat and you want to play on this server? But you know, if you have a Bazaar merchant, nobody's going to come up to you and say, hey, you should make your stuff free. It's not cool that you're actually charging a decent amount of plat for it. You know, it's just some small group on here seems to feel like everything should just be 1 plat. But again, like, your spells are not 1 plat. There's spells, like, especially if you're getting up in levels, like, you know, into the 70s, you're going to be paying like 5K per spell if you're buying it here in the POK library. So feel free to charge, you know, for stuff. Like, I'm going to try to think, let's get rid of the Defiant. Let's type the word fine. So there's a lot of people selling fine vellums and stuff for only 1 plat. But, you know, there's someone selling something for 100 plat. Let's look at some trade skill supplies. Okay, so there's some players selling some trade skill supplies, like the loams for normal prices. Let's check animal pelts. So there's still some people selling. So yeah, the economy is really weird. Like, basically there is no economy on Test server. But I've been playing on Test server for the past few days, and to get money for spells, I've been selling the loot that I find in the Bazaar, and I'm not charging 1 plat each. That's insane. I get more selling it back to the merchants. I'm selling it for normal prices that I would on a normal server, and there have been people that have been buying my stuff. So I've managed to earn enough platinum on here to keep buying my new spells when I level up and stuff. I even have been trying to build up some trade skills, but it's a lot harder on this server because, like I said, instead of having, you know, 1,000 players all, you know, selling their loots and stuff and using the barter, is it the barter tool? I think it's, yeah, barter. Okay. A tool that I keep promoting. Sometimes I forget what the fuck shit is called. Because this brain doesn't work so good sometimes. But yeah, like the barter, you don't have buyers like you do on the regular servers. Like, for example, let's see if there's anybody buying like high quality pelts. Okay, so there's somebody buying high quality pelts, but it's only 1 person. So basically, if they wanted to be jerks, they could name their price. So they can make it as low as they want to, which what they're offering is pretty low. And I wouldn't say necessarily that they're being jerks. It's just, why are you gonna pay more than you have to for something? It's still more than what you would get from a merchant, right? So that's the thing. If you do decide to play on test, you're gonna, like, not have a regular economy like you usually do. I'm just gonna go to some random zone. This is over there, just to show you. Yes, you can zone out of POK and stuff. And you're gonna have mobs just like normal. But again, like, I got to kill Nagafin a few times here because there was like absolutely nobody, waiting for it to spawn. Like on most regular servers, like especially like on Verona Vi, which is super, super populated, there's always someone killing Nagafin. I mean, the minute it's up, it's usually already dead. So you don't have competition here. So yeah, you can sort of find more named to kill, more dungeons and stuff. And yeah, if you come across some cool drops, some cool loot, whatever, it's all yours. The only downside is if you don't actually need it for yourself. Like, let's say you got the Cloak of Flames, right, from Nagy. Who's going to buy it? Especially if you're trying to charge like 50k or something like that, which is what, like 40k is usually what it's sold for on a lot of the normal servers. It sells for like closer to 100k on Verona Vi, I think, or maybe even more. But it's gonna, if you're charging a lot for something, it's going to take a lot longer to sell. Basically, any Defiant armor I got that was like ornate or better, I was only trying to sell it for like between 4 and 5k in the bazaar, and that being a decent price, most people pay it. So yeah, that's the test server. Check it out if you want to. Not really a long video isn't really needed. Just something I thought like making, because maybe if more people play on the test server, I'll have more fun on it too, because there'll be a few more people. I don't know. I'll be going back to Verona Vi though, because I hop around servers sometimes. I get bored with the server I'm on, and so I start screwing around on another one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.